Alrighty, welcome to today's stream where we're going to be heading out of Southend over to Dublin in the working title CJ4 mod. Seem to be getting in love with this plane at the moment. Pretty decent. It's decent plane for flying in Flight Simulator. I've got the Orbix Southend Airport scenery. Very nice. Nice little airport. Just on the southeast coast of England. Right, so let's jump into the cockpit and let's get this plane started up. So, first things first, we will some power. Let's battery on. Avionics can come on. Put the panel lights up to day mode. Then we will get the engines started once we put some fuel in, and then we'll start setting up the FMC. The FMC doesn't take too long to set up on this, so first things first, let's get our fuel. What we need today is 1.154. So if we call it 1.2, so 600 kilos in each tank should do the trick. Why is it not letting me type 600? Weird. Oh well, we'll just drag it in. Clearly doesn't want to let me do that, so there you go, 600, so 1.202. And our payload, we're taking today 7 passengers, which gives us 540 kilos. 550 will do just fine. Right, let's get the engines started. So left engine. We'll go external while it starts up. So you can hear that start up. We go, and we'll start the right engine while we're external. Where's that spool up? It spools up really quick. I wonder if I can change that. Pretty much spools up to full speed instantly. Ugh. Now we can stick pitot heat on and start the FMC. So, position. Here we go. Flight plan. We want to get actually from SimBrief. So we've just loaded this flight into SimBrief, so we'll just let that load up. It's going to be that one. It's the closest one. And then it's going to be that one. That one. Right. Just check all this. All looks good. Let me just double check my plan. So we go to the LAM, then to L10, BPK, direct to Hen direct to CPD to Kennet, and it should be the November 1-4 to Midog, and then Lima 18 to Dublin, and then direct. That all looks good, so we can execute that. Departure, runway 23, and it's a direct departure. And arrival is going to be probably 28 left. We'll take the ILS. And it's got this direct, so we'll just leave it as it is. Execute that. Oops. Just legs, just get rid of a discontinuity. Well, looks good. Performance. The passengers, we said we had 7 passengers. 0 fuel weight of 5203. Which, let me get to my weights. 5203, correct. Gross weight 6400. Takeoff weight on here is 6303, which is fine. Fuel 1.197. The fuel in here is 1.154. That's because we've taken a little bit extra, hence why the gross weight is slightly higher. All good. Take off. Wind. Can we get 80s? Southend. Let's have a look.
Southend Airport information. Charlie 1500 Zulu.
So,
Wind 202 at tree 2. Visibility tree.
2,
Sky condition. Few
0,
clouds at 600 feet. Few
oops.
clouds at 4,300 feet. Few clouds at 12,100 feet. Temperature
3, 2.
2.10. QNH tree 0.24. ILS runway 2 tree in use. Landing and departing runway 2 tree. DSR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Charlie. Southend Airport information Delta 1500 Zulu.
No, we don't want that anymore.
202 at tree 2. Visibility.
There we go. Let's shut that up. Outside air temperature is 13 degrees. The QNH is 1013. Is that correct? That doesn't feel like that's right. Let's have a look on here. Seems alright. Oh well, must be correct. Right, so anti-ice will be off, take off flaps 15. It's in that, so rotate 99 knots. Looks good. VNAV, this doesn't always work for me, so not to first 5,000 feet. That all looks good. Alrighty. Do we have any restrictions? Nope. Flying up to our cruise altitude. which is 220. So let's set that now. Two to 0 is set. Go back to legs. We're good for pushback, so we'll press pushback.
Ground 5750 Echo India November 5750 requesting pushback.
EIN 5750 Echo India November 5750 pushback request accepted.
Take off the parking brake. Here we go. Stop pushback right there.
Echo India November 5750 requesting the end of pushback.
EIN 5750 Echo India November 5750 request to end pushback received.
Back internal, so let's have a look. Change this to that one. It's runway 23 that we need to be going to. So fast taxi, we're going to turn to the left and taxi down Bravo, and then on to Zulu Alpha. Actually, Bravo's actually behind us, so we can go down Alpha actually, just to the left here. Carry on down to Alpha. Yeah, Alpha 2, Alpha 1. Yeah, that's which we shall go. Yeah. Let's get taxiing. Right, beacon light, come on nav, taxi. You just sort the monitor out, because leave it where it currently is. I'm not going to be able to put my throttle on. Better. Oop. No worries. Yeah, so this is on to Alpha. Nobody coming down that way. It's all good. Oops. So imagine we have clearance to line up runway 23. go. Lined up runway 23. Flight directors can come on. And it's for VNav. And nav. Flaps 15. Start our roll. Oh, it's that bouncy. Bit weird. Up we go. That's that wind.
EIN
Give up.
5750 Echo India November 5750. You are not cleared to take off.
Flaps up. There you go. Southend is left. Just watch this speed and everything there, because it climbs like a bat out of Elvis thing. Just reduce that throttle a little bit. That wind is a bit crazy. 40 knots. Just try to trim. Then we head over towards London. Get a nice view of London as we fly overhead. Nice. Can see stars. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Coming up to 10,000 feet shortly. At which we can increase that speed. Right, 10,000 feet. That's standard. It's standard anyway, pressure to be fair today. It's okay. Only lights, text lights can come off. We can increase that speed now. Set climb power. Bit of weather behind us. cloud as well. You see London down here. Just off to our left. There's London City Airport there. There's the O2. So that's London City Centre just in the distance there. It's just turning away from London City as we fly past, so we don't end up in Heathrow airspace. Flying on manually as well at the minute. No autopilot engaged. Just following the nav, the FMC. We're at 20,000 feet, so we'll start to slowly lower off. Once we get to cruise, we'll enable autopilot just to order altitude. There's a cloud out in between at the minute.
Altitude.
There we go. 21,000. So we'll enable autopilot. Oh, bounces like it when you do that. That should hopefully start to level off. We've got alt hold 22.5. Just need to watch, put that into cruise now so we don't overspeed. Why is it not going into heading mode? There you go. Just stupid go slow. What it does every now and again. Should get us back in line with our navigation. Just take that power off a little bit further so we don't reap up our speed. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. just heading towards Halton Airport. And then we head down towards, where do we go down towards then? To the Compton VOR then, is where we go. So you can see HEN is Henton, which is at Halton Airport. And then we head down to the CPT, which is Compton, which is on 114.35. Perfect. That just takes us around Heathrow air traffic. Keeps us out of any mischief. And then we head out towards the west coast of England and up through Wales is where we go. Just make this turn. We can have a sort of slight turn just to get back on track. At least we're between the cloud layers, which is always a good thing. We have a ground speed of about 345 knots. Probably increase our speed ever so slightly. Just put a tiny bit more throttle on. Very, very slight. Tiny little bit more throttle. pretty much back on track now. What stutters here? So what I don't get is why we get some random crashes in this sim when I'm using. It must be when I'm using external programs. It's literally my graphics card is like hardly even being used. I just checked utilization and stuff and temps. It's literally not using hardly any graphics at all. It's about low temperatures on my graphics card. Some of my fans have even stopped in my case because it's not warm enough. So I don't quite understand. Just make this turn. To Compton VOR. Now we head over to the Kennet. And then out past Bedford Air Base as we head up towards Gloucestershire, where we cross over into Wales, and then we cross Wales and then start heading sort of north, northwest. We head across the Wales area where it's called the Valley Aerial Tacticals area, which is where the RAF practice a lot of low-level flying through the valleys, etc. And then we head out into the Irish Sea and start our arrival. All good. Speed looks good still. Peaceful up here. But we're probably not going to see much of Wales if this cloud base stays up. Fair up here in the north, it is pretty much overcast, so it's probably going to be overcast as we go over Wales anyway. So we may not see very much. Ugh. There you go. Just going past Fairford Air Base. I can see anything. So I had a couple of breaks in my cloud coming up, so we might see a little bit of land very shortly. Doo-doo. Veering off our heading a little bit. Just get back on that. Just get that back in line. Should do it. Into the cloud. Right, let's put anti-ice on for a moment. Because we're just going to be crossing over into Wales. There's Gloucestershire Airport somewhere over there. Behind us a little bit. Probably behind one of these clouds. Maybe there, perhaps. So we're just about to fly over Cinderford, just below us. into a little bit of cloud now, aren't we? We'll leave anti-ice on because we're going to be going through a fair bit of cloud with looks things. That heading should pretty much get us back on the flight plan. Put our strobes on as though we're going into some cloud. Strobes don't seem to be working for some reason. There we go. Yeah, now. We're in Wales now. Heading over Wales. The weather's taken a turn for the worse. No surprise as we fly over Wales. It's normally the case. Let's have a look where we are. Oh, just need to make a slight left turn just to get back on that flight plan. Hopefully the clouds will break a little bit as we get further into Wales. Let me just see where the map. It'd be nice to get out of a bit of cloud as we get over to the west coast of Wales. Just as we start to head into the Irish Sea. It'd be nice. Some nice scenery in Wales as we fly over there. I don't think we're going to see very much, unfortunately. Not to worry. This weather looks interesting. Right. This does look very dodgy where we're going to be flying into very shortly. Very dodgy indeed. Looks like some storm clouds down here. Right, let's start this turn. New heading. As we head towards the coast of Wales. Right, and we're flying directly into that. Not good. Not good at all. It's probably going to get a little bit bumpy. Put the seatbelt signs on.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time. Thank you.
This is a good chance it's going to get a little bit bumpy. Like, extremely bumpy. Right, are we on the correct track? We are. Where is top of decent? Is it anywhere close? That's when we get to the Badsea waypoint. Is our on top of descent? We're probably going to be descending through some nasty clouds. Oh, that is nasty. 73 knot crosswind. Nasty. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Wow. This cloud looks dodgy. Yep. Definitely. Going to die. Here we go. We're in the cloud. And maybe we're not. This autopilot actually working? Hey, you turn. Damn you. We're literally flying sideways. If we could see which way we're pointing, so you can't really tell in clouds. But I have a funny feeling we're flying something like that. So we're heading to Lannan. Yeah, let's have a look. Let me have a look at my arrival chart. Chart. Keep that one. Approach. So ILS. Runway 28. What's the difference between these two? Decision height will be 302 feet. So we can start getting all this lot programmed in. Now that wind's really blowing us off. To make quite a sharp turn to get back on track. That crosswind is really throwing us off track. Really throwing us off track. That should do it. That should just give us enough time to program this arrival in. So one is references. Oh, we can do it on radio reference actually, which is 105 feet. If we can't do 105, we'll have to do 100. Into that. That worked. I think it has. No. Radio. Okay. Weird. Yeah, this cloud looks... Well, visibility is 0. Now... we get up to top of descent very shortly. Is what we'll be doing. That's not good when you see that on your weather radar. That's all okay, so that can stay. We can get rid of that menu now. We've got minimums set. And we will start our descent very shortly. Where is the outside temperature? Yeah, -11. We've got anti-ice still on, so we should be alright. Going up top of descent. So yeah, so we've got minimum set, 3,000 feet by Lapmo, 3,000 feet, and then max of 2,500. That's the start of our glide slope capture, and it's 111.35. Check out selection. Yep, there we go. So down to 3,000 feet. See if that captures, because it's got vertical altitude. It's gone path. Yep. I think VNav is actually working as it should be. What we can do is reduce throttle. And that should allow it just to descend on path without creating too much speed. Hopefully we'll get below these clouds. Be able to see some scenery. Would be nice. Wouldn't it? A bit of ice forming on the front, sir. Got anti-ice on that engines, should be alright. Speed still looks good. A little bit high, it's just increased that descent rate to try catching back onto profile, which it is doing, which is good. Now then, I can't see the one slight issue here with this purple. You can't see the flight path line, but we follow the FMS here. We should be able to get back on track and follow that without that line. That should be slowly moving in. Which it looks like it is. Very slowly, but it's definitely moving in. Which is good. Do is increase that turn ever so slightly. I'll just bring it in a bit quicker. Right, what is this cloud base? Can we get 80s for Dublin? Oh, I imagine I could probably tune it on here actually. Dublin 80s is 12453. 124. 5 3. Great. It works. Awesome. Whoa, that's a strong wind. So we've got clouds all the way down.
2.10. Q1H 29er decimal 77.
It's runway 16. What's in use? ILS 16. So let's make a quick change here. Let's see if this works. ILS 16. Execute. Back to legs. So that goes to there. Execute that. We don't want that runway anymore. It wants to be ILS 16. So that's 111.5. So runway what's in use. And what we want, let's just check this, so it's 3,000 or above. And that's where we capture glide slope at I'm pulling it. There we go. Turn on to our new heading. So 11,500 should be few clouds, apparently. Yep. So a little bit of a break in the clouds there. Oh my god, what's going on? Just gonna go idle power now. Get that speed down. As we're coming down to 10,000 feet, we need to drop below 250 knots. You. Looks good. Good on profile. Oh, we're well iced over. It's a little bit thrusty. "10,000 feet. What we can do is put landing lights and taxi lights on. According to the ATIS, we shouldn't be in cloud now. Apparently. But we're currently in dense cloud. Speed's good. Profile looks good. Oh, here comes the rain. I'm throwing everything at us here, that and oh, we've picked up localizer, but we're on the downwind leg. We will be on the downwind leg anyway, very shortly. Fantastic. It's chucking it down. Alright, let's set up our arrival. Performance approach. Wind. Oh my god, it's absolutely chucking it down. What was the wind?
Dublin Airport information, Yankee 1600 Zulu. Wind
214.
Visibility 6. Sky condition, few clouds at 8.
214 for 29. 214. Oh wait, 24. 214 for what?
Dublin Airport information, Yankee
29. Probably gonna be wet.
Dublin Airport information, Yankee 1600 Zulu.
Temperature
Wind
12.
Visibility 6.
Send that. This weather is awful. Can't see a thing. Rain sounds really good though. Turn that up a little bit. You hear that? It's not going to break still on there. Does that sound pretty cool? Or even further now. Be flying full downwind very shortly. Seems to have stopped. Ice disappeared as well. Yeah, ice is going in. Good. Temperature.
Altitude.
Looks good. So what we can do now is take anti-ice off. Oh, this is not good if the cloud is like this. We're not going to see a thing. Definitely an ILS approach. Need it. Could be interesting. Hopefully we'll be out of these clouds very soon. And it's raining again. We should get like low temperatures fine outside now. — 3,000 feet. We'll start turning in towards base like very soon. go flaps 15 as we start the turn. We're roughly 10 mile out. And then hopefully the clouds will clear, otherwise we're not going to be seeing very much. Let's start that left turn now. Get that speed to come right up now as we start our approach. I'm slightly wrong. Need to do this. Turn back this way. And then we'll start the turn. We're heading straight into Garter, which we don't want to do. What we want to do is try and get in a line and then catch a glide slope. See, glide slope is there, so we are below it at the moment. So it's good. Speed coming down nicely. So we're just about on a 10 mile away from the ILS beacon at the moment. 9.9, yeah, 10 mile, there we go. So we can start that turn over to the left, intercept the VOR. Perhaps 15. Miles off centre line, so we'll have to turn that way. Hopefully pick centre line up. And we might end up flying manual here. Are we going to get locked before we get level? Probably not. We arm approach. See if that works. See if it starts to descend with the glide slope. If not, we'll go manual. It's not. Nope.
Autopilot.
Go manual. 7 mile. Just waiting to intercept the lock. Can't see a thing. We've got traffic out to our left. Let's get some trim in here to keep that descent going down. 6 mile. Need to get on that line. Bit sharpish. There we go. Right, we're back on track for descent profile. 5 mile.
Landing gear.
Gear coming down. Mile. Lock should start moving very shortly. .6. Yeah, man. Where are you? Wait. Hard to break in. Get low. Just grab that. See some strobes. So it's a good thing. Yep, too low now. Where's this lock? .4. Going back on profile. This wind is awful. Oh my lord. There we go. Visual with a runway. Thank God for that. This wind is awful. Oh my God. Oh.
500.
1 mile out. Does that work? Speed. It's good. Oh, gust. Should have gone my 1.6 is actually not in use anymore. But oh well. We'll take it. Close the throttle. Hold. Center line. It's a long landing. We're all good. Come on, get down. Come on, get down. Down you get. Stop floating. Stop floating. Stop floating. Why are you still floating? There we go. Now we're down. There's lights all over this runway. Something wrong with the rudder here. And welcome to Dublin. So we'll make this left exit here. Let's come back up. To Alpha. Landing lights can come off. Point 2, we'll go right onto Foxtrot. And now on to link 1. Could have gone straight to the end of the runway actually, don't lie. There's a bus in the way. I have random crashes in. It's a fuel tanker. Nice. And then we'll take one of these parking stands right here. What we will do. Take this one. R06. Taxi light can come off, so we don't blind everybody. Are you going to guide me in or not? Obviously not. Dude, you're slacking. It's supposed to be guiding me in. Right, well there will do. Right, set parking brake. Brake is set. Bit of heat can come off. We'll go external to shut down the engines. So, roads can come off. Nav lights can come off. Engine shut down. Left engine shut down. Right engine shut down. Beacon light off. That will do. Avionics off. Battery off. Sorted. And the sim is just about to crash. I know, fast it was crashing. Or at least we landed. There we go. Flight over with. I'm going to end it right there. So, if you've dropped by, thank you very much. If you're watching this on Ketchup, get to drop a sub or a follow for more live streams. They also just shut the engines down as well. yeah, so catch you all in the next one. Thanks again.
Powering off. Mic off.